Setting up meeting. All right, we're live.
All right, let's refresh. I don't see it yet.
Should be up and running. What's up, everybody?
Howdy, howdy.
We are live. We are live. Dan is running behind, so I am taking over with Dave here.
Dan is obviously serious about moving because
He is
with the real estate agent as we speak.
Yep, he is. Yes, he is. So yeah. And man, I've been crazy myself, just been a crazy day and all that stuff. So just crazy.
Everything's crazy.
Yep. And trying to get imaging done and all this other stuff. And
are you imaging again tonight?
Yeah, I'm imaging again.
I should have set up last night. I was so PO'd that I did when I got up this morning and saw crystal clear skies. I was like, man, it was clear all night.
Yeah.
But I finally got all the pieces I need to set up the double rig, and it's something I got to do during the day. So by the time I get home from work, it's dark, and I don't want to be trudging around out there in the dark trying to set everything up.
No, I hear you. It's it's if you're not ready to go, you're just not ready to go. It's just how it is sometimes.
Looks like Sunday I might, maybe Sunday, Monday. So Saturday, Sunday, I can get it all set up.
Okay.
Get the workings going and make sure everything's gonna run smoothly. I've got the second rig all set up in my living room. Everything's patched together. Everything works good. I finally got the parts I needed for that Astro Oasis focuser.
Nice. Okay.
Put that on the rack and pinion. Put the rack and pinion on the Carbon Star. That all works great.
Yep.
So I've got everything I need. I just got to get it out there now.
Yeah. I tell you, put this away. I'm having such a crazy time with dealing with this AVX. I just can't wait to, wait to mothball this thing or something. And
have you talked to anybody getting your CEM fixed?
Yeah, but like I said, I gotta wait for this whole insurance stuff and all that, from the movers. So it takes them time.
I'd have that thing in 100 pieces by now.
Yeah, I know, right? So
if you weren't so far away, Eric, I'd come down and fix it for you. But
I hear you. But
little outside my area.
I know. I hear you. So, but hey, everybody, welcome to AstroWorld TV. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hey,
Matt,
we got Matt and Corin and Jackie. We got Greg. He was the first one in. Dr. Meyer was first one in there and everything. So yeah, and we have, this is the last entrant as far as for image of the month. And you know what? It's been so crazy. I don't even think I did it. Son of a gun.
Yeah, I see last week's winners, but I don't see.
Yeah. So that's my bad. Nope. So that's my bad. I will get that done tonight before bed. So it'll be up and ready to go tomorrow. It's just been crazy. Yeah. But cool thing is that Dan, he is out. He's with a real estate agent right now. So he is on the hunt. And me, I'm actually meeting with the notary tomorrow to sell my house in Illinois.
So you got a buyer?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we sign it's been, you know, the whole period of the escrow period and all that stuff. So finally tomorrow, we have a mobile notary coming to our house here in Georgia to sign off on all the seller's paperwork. So we'll get all that done. It shouldn't take that long. And
Good.
then come next week, I guess like next Tuesday, the buyers will close on that house there in Illinois, and hey, we no longer have two mortgages. So that'll be awesome. And with that all done, then I can then start getting serious about a new mount. I can really get serious.
There you go.
And Robin's already given me she's already given me the thumbs up.
Good.
And we've been talking about different mounts. Of course, we've talked about the CQ350, you know, here on the show and everything. And that's what everybody, you know, we hit the big wheel and everything. It landed on the CQ350. So, but this might be this may very well be the last mount I get for an observatory. It may or may not be. You never know. We never know. But this may be the last mount. And you know, I'm in a position now to maybe try something, but I don't know if Robin's gonna. I mean, I've talked to her about about a 10 micron mount, the HPS 1000 or
Yeah.
1100,
Yeah.
1100, and then her eyes just pop out. You
Yeah.
know,
With the price or what it looks like?
with the price. She doesn't
Yeah.
even care what it looks like. She has no freaking clue.
Well,
All
you
she's
know,
looking
if it
at,
had red soles, maybe she'd like it.
yeah, yeah. So she's like, and it's like, I don't know. And then I'm thinking about maybe I should wait a little longer until, you know, NEF rolls around, and maybe, you know, you'll have some discounts here and there and stuff like that on some stuff. But yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy. It's so we've been talking. So I talked about the CQ350, the one, even getting the pier, the tri-pier with it, that you can use on that usually comes with the EQ8R, but you can use it with the CQ350. So I've talked about that and all
yeah.
that stuff. So I've looked at that choice. Now I've even started looking at the Avalon Instruments M1.
Oh, right. You were talking
Yeah,
about that before.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's 10K. And that's the thing, Tom. Can I really justify spending 10K? It's
Yeah.
actually it's even more than that. It's like 11.6, and that's just the mount head itself. If I wanted to get, you know, the tripod and all that stuff, that's another 5 grand.
Does it require counterweights too?
Yeah, it does require counters.
So yeah,
It's
and
a
that
trailer.
doesn't come with counterweights. And yeah,
No, it does
exactly.
come. It does come with the
Oh,
counterweights.
it does. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it does
that's
come.
good.
Yeah, it does come with the counterweights, but you know, just the tripod, the I think it's the Atlas tripod. Is like in the whole kit and all that. It's like another $4,500. It's absolutely insane. It's for an
Yeah, but are
EQ.
you going to put it on a pier? Are you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it on a pier. So yeah, I won't necessarily need that,
But you'll have to
but
get a pier adapter
but I
that'll
have to get a
work.
yeah, I have to get a peer adapter.
I'm sure somebody makes
Now,
it.
I know. I go heck, I may end up, you know, buying just a brake or go to a parts store and get a brake rotor or something. Who the heck knows? You know,
You don't even have to go to a parts store for that.
no,
You can go to
yeah,
it.
a
I got 100
junkyard.
of them sitting in my shop. If you want to come down here, come up here. I'll give you one for free.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know,
Maybe $1.50. That's what the junk man gives me for them.
right. So yeah, so they're like 11.6 because I went on to Tolga Astro to take a look at it. And I looked at Tolga and of course Woodland Hills, and I believe there's another dealer of the 10 microns. but I mean, they're Italian, so it's like buying a Ferrari.
Yeah, well, that's true. I
It's
mean,
it's
they're
it's
handmade probably, so
yeah, yeah. So you're not messing around.
but they're
But
made to order. What's the wait time on getting one too?
that's another thing too.
Where
I
the
don't know what the
CQ
wait time.
350 is probably in stock at High Point, you can have it in 3 days.
I know, or I can, I can just go through, AstroWorld telescopes and I
Does
can
he
get it here
do
just as.
Skywatcher?
Yeah, Dan does Skywatcher. Yep.
So you should see if Dan can contact them, see if they're going to run any deals during
hmm
NEAF, and maybe they can extend you the deal.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to get it sooner.
Yeah, exactly. Now, another one would be, like I said, the Avalon M Uno, which it has only it has basically a 44-pound weight for imaging and stuff like that. But for me, that may be okay because I think the biggest I'm ever going to get as far as a future scope is going to be an Edge 11, which is just under 30 pounds. And then you add on any imaging equipment, and I will be, right around that 40 to maybe
Yeah, you'll
44
probably be right
pound.
around 40 at the most. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there's that too. Yeah, no, the CQ350 is a hell of a nice mount. But and so there's that, and that's not as much. That's probably about seven grand,
Yeah.
7K, so there's a lot of options. I mean, so and the reason I bring this up,
You just
it's
have a
not to
learning
just.
curve to deal with operating system and
Yeah.
everything like that.
Yeah. And the reason I keep, we talk about this and I bring this up and, with astrophotography and everything, it's because and why it's so important why I'm freaking out, about all this. It's not necessarily about the money. It's just because this is the heart of everything.
Right.
This is the absolute heart of everything. It doesn't matter what else, what else you buy other than, beyond this, because everything else is going to go on to the mount.
Yeah,
So the
exactly.
mount has to be it has to be a darn good mount and it has to be reliable. So that's the thing. I have looked at the Nix, but for an observatory, I don't know if I want to put a Nix in the observatory. Now a CQ350 would probably, be okay for, to put in the observatory. A Nix, like a harmonic drive, maybe at someday I would get a harmonic drive and I would take that, take it traveling. That would be a travel type of a deal.
Or just a second setup if you
Or
want
just a
to put.
second setup. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, who knows? But it's just when you start getting, and this is for all of our new viewers and novices and everything, once you start getting serious about this hobby, this is the most important decision I think you're going to make. It's not going to be a telescope. It's not going to be a camera. It's not going to be an ASI Air or going with Nina. It's not going to be any of the accessories. It's going to have to be the mount.
Yeah.
And if you can get the best mount in your budget.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Get the best mount in your budget.
Yeah. And the thing about and within your budget, but at the same time, remember that, if there is something that is really good, but maybe just a little out of your budget, then just save.
Just save.
And wait.
Just save. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you won't regret it.
Yes.
It definitely makes a big, big, big difference.
Yes, it does. It does.
It's like night and day. Because the last thing you want to worry about is having issues throughout the night because the tracking's out of whack or your meridian flip failed or even after using it for a few months, a motor goes bad or something happens to the mount because you tried to save money and you ended up with something that's subpar technically.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing. Hey John, how's it going? Tom was making a comment when Dave said those Skywatcher mounts like weight. He says he put a 50-gram filter wheel on his little Sky Adventurer GTI, so he's about 2.5 pounds overweight, and it guided like at 0.3.
Yeah, so isn't that amazing?
Yeah, so you add the right
Yeah,
amount of weight on there, to
as
get
long
those
as you can
gears,
get it
in
balanced,
there.
if you can get it balanced, and obviously, I always when I put my Skywatcher, when I use my EQ6, I always set the balance a little heavy
Hmm.
on one end so that the gears are always kind of it doesn't float between the gears.
Yeah,
There's always something pressing a little bit on the worm,
yeah,
and man, it guides like a beast.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
with the lighter loads, it has a tendency maybe to bounce,
Hmm.
as it adjusts. If it's too light, then it might bounce it up. You
Yep.
might. What I'll have to try is if I put the 80 back on there,
Hmm.
um, put a little extra weight on the counterweight side,
Okay.
you know, just to kind of make sure that it's just enough out of balance that it potentially won't bounce.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When I have a heavy load on it, it's not going to bounce.
Right.
You know.
Right. And that's one of the things, like right now with me using, and I think what the problem is, in all honesty, with the AVX, is that the light that I have on there is it's a little too light. It's too light. It's not enough weight on
Yeah,
there.
because you just got that little camera lens,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
that very well might be part of the issue. And
Yes.
you might want to try just. Are you using a counterweight to balance it?
Yeah, I am. I am using a counter to balance it, and I even
So
put
just
a
put that counterweight a little further down to give it a little more oomph on that
mhm,
side to
yeah,
keep everything meshed a little better. Maybe that helps.
maybe that helps.
And then
Yeah,
have
you're
you,
right.
once you got it running, did you run the guiding assistant and see if it recommends changes in your adjustments that it's doing?
It did. It did. It did make some adjustments. I ran it for about 10 minutes because I
Okay.
think that's the
That's
worm
usually long
cycle.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the average worm cycle for the AVX. So I let it run for the 10 minutes and it
Yeah.
did give me some adjustments. So yeah, what I'll probably do is even tomorrow is because it's not doing as well that I was hoping right now. It's still guiding fine. It's just not as good as I wanted to. So maybe tomorrow I will go and I'll take a look at the counterweight and I'll just bring it down a bit more,
Yeah.
you
Just,
know.
just, get it just enough off balance to where, if you're holding it out steady,
Yeah.
it just wants to fall towards the
Oh, it's
counterweights a little bit.
exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I've used that guiding assistant and it does help. It does definitely help. So I'm going to just like you said, just I'm gonna try to, just get those
Yeah.
gears, get
Play,
the weight play, a
play,
little
play,
more.
play. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's it. Um Mesh head is the word you're looking. Meshed or
Meshed. Yeah.
or
Meshed is,
meshed.
yeah.
Yeah, the word you're
Meshed.
looking for. See, yeah. So yeah, the guidance assistant. So
Yeah.
so
Keep them
yeah,
meshed. Yeah.
yep. You absolutely
Exactly.
want to. So
Yeah.
it may be just that. So who knows?
And
Mhm.
like anything that uses a worm gear, there's obviously always going to be some backlash,
Yep.
because you can't get rid of it all, or else you'll get binding, and that's death. You don't
Yes.
want that because you might as well just take your mount and throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
So you need that little bit of backlash.
Yep.
So you know, you just got to know the way to take care of that backlash is to you know weighted a little heavy on one side or the other so that
Exactly.
that backlash is you don't get bounced, like I said.
Mhm.
That those gears aren't bouncing back and forth constantly. It's constantly weighted and moving smoothly along those gears.
So God bless you to whoever that was. That was a loud
Yeah.
one.
That was Sherry. They say God bless you, honey.
uh Tom, mine guy's better if I keep the cats off the tripod. So yeah. But I want to check something.
If you
Really
keep the
quick.
cats off the tripod.
Yeah.
You know how you do that? Get a dog.
Get a dog. Then you don't have to worry about that. That is for sure.
Burlap sack for a cat.
Yep. And, and okay, so we actually, just to let everyone know, we did not have a novice entrant for this
This
week.
week? No.
No, we did not. But
I should have put mine in.
so no, we did not do.
I should put it in as Joey Bag of Donuts.
And let's see. But Kevin and Chris did drop some in here. So let me just take a quick look here. And I'll share this just so you guys get a preview of what you're going to be voting for come tomorrow. So again, my apologies, I didn't get this set up for you guys for tonight.
Yeah.
But let's take a quick look here.
So Jackie, real quick, yeah, if you're using PhD2, a lot of times, once you get set up in the night, you just slew to an area of the sky where you want to calibrate your guiding. And then after it calibrates, up on top of the screen, you'll see tools. If you click on that tools, it'll drop down. You'll see one that says guiding assistant, and just click on that and it'll run, and it'll run, and you want to run it depending on your mount, but anywhere usually 10 to 15 minutes. Just let it go.
Yeah.
And let it go, let it go, let it go, and then stop it. And then then after that, a lot of times it'll measure the backlash in your deck. And then, so he's got it right here, guiding assistant.
There it is right there.
And once that's done, it'll give you suggestions on what to do, and it'll have little buttons if you want, and you can just hit apply, 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 apply. It'll also show you how good your polar alignment is as well.
Yeah. So if I go here to guiding assistant, and what I can do is I'll just stop it and cancel that, so it'll continue to guide. So that way it's not guided, but at least this way you can take a quick look. Yeah, it's guiding right now. So you can take a look at what the guiding.
Slide that over just a little bit. Oh yeah, well I can't. I'm only seeing half the screen. Yeah, that's
okay.
Fine.
Can you see it now?
No, you got to go the other way.
Okay, here's the other.
There you go. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So
look at your polar alignment. Your polar alignment is 14.3. Ideally, you want that below 10.
Yeah, no, I haven't even started it yet.
Oh, okay. That was I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I just stopped it really quick.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, with the AVX, I'm going out there every, before every night, and I'm polarizing.
Yeah. So after like 10, 15 minutes, Jackie, in that blank area underneath those green boxes,
right here,
it'll give you suggestions on what you should have, your mid motion, your aggressiveness, and all that. Yes. And then it'll have buttons where it says, okay, apply. And then you'll do that. And if your polar alignment's way out of whack, it'll tell you, hey, your polar alignment's not very good. Fix it. And it's going to suggest doing drift alignment with PhD2, which works fantastic. But if you got an hour,
it takes a long time.
My God,
it takes a long time. It is. But even right now with the AVX, I'm a little bit over an arc second, which it's not great.
That's not bad. That's a lot better than what you were getting the other night.
Yeah.
A lot better. And your polar alignment's pretty good because you can see your deck is barely doing anything.
Exactly.
It's your RA that's the only thing that's really making an adjustment.
Right. And with that RA, that, like to your point, was maybe it's that weight. It's maybe adjusting that weight a little bit on
just
the RA.
Ever so slightly,
Yeah. And so who knows? But yeah, you would go here and this would tell you, give you a lot of information.
Yeah.
And so, you would run that. You would want to find out what the worm cycle is for your particular mount. And the AVXs, you know, the AVX.
Yeah, what mount are you using, Jackie?
Yeah, like my SIM60, it's 5 minutes. So it just depends.
Yeah, I think the EQ6 is 10, but I always ran it for 10 to 15 minutes. And then it'll measure the backlash of your deck.
Yep.
And if you have, a certain amount of backlash in your deck, there's a compensation you can apply as well, which will compensate for that little bit of deck backlash as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a great tool. PhD2 is unbelievable what it can do and how it works and the algorithms they use. It's awesome.
But here we have this is the first entrant, the Boogeyman Nebula by Kevin Rosso. So this is the one of the entries for tomorrow's.
I like that.
For tomorrow. And then we have Chris Friedrichsen's Helix Nebula.
Ooh.
So
wow.
So two great entrants here. So I'll be getting these onto the website tomorrow, or actually after the show tonight. I'll go ahead and get them up. So tomorrow you all can take a look and check those out. So I'll go ahead and stop sharing here.
Yeah, I'd like to do the Helix, but it just doesn't. The trees are in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. What do they call it? The eye of God.
Yes. Yes.
So that's such a beauty. He got a lot of that nebulosity around the outer edge too. It looks cool.
Yeah. So both some very, very nice images for you all to debate over, think over, lose some, have some sleepless nights over, and, then make your decision. So, and then once we announce that, come Friday, then you guys can go ahead and make your choices, and then that'll be that for February, and then we can go ahead and get the image of the month set up for February and get moving towards March.
So Jackie says she's using the GTI Skywatcher and 100i AM5.
Okay, those are your different ones. She has an AM5, a GTI Skywatcher, and a Skywatcher Wave 100i. So she has 3 mounts. Okay.
So she has the 100i Wave.
Yeah. She has the Wave 100i. Yep.
So you're not gonna have to worry about any backlash in your deck on either of those.
Oh no, in either of those. Yeah, your Skywatcher. Yeah.
The GTI, does that track in both axes? Or just RA?
Yeah. Let me respond here to
Dan. I guess he's ready to come on now.
Yep. Yeah. That's the only way I can use it, Dan.
Dan, the moving man.
Mm-hmm.
Is he coming on now?
Yeah.
I can hold up my little sign.
A WD-20 is on Kevin's radar, so that's another great choice.
Yeah, I love mine, Kevin.
So yeah.
And I just did the firmware update to it and everything. Now the slew rate on that thing, holy cow, dude! You watch this thing slew. It's like, it's so quick and nasty. Whoa. It's awesome.
Jackie, you've got a SEM 40, but it's in the closet. What's that SEM 40 doing in the closet?
Probably doesn't hold all the weight she wants to hold on.
Yeah,
SEM 40s are nice. SEM 40s are nice. Really nice.
Those 40s are nice. If you are, if you still hold on to that when we talk to Neef, we get to Neef. Let's talk. Let's talk. So yeah. It's heavy. Okay, it's heavy. Well, okay.
Well, yeah, but
it is
because it's made with real.
It's got some meat to it.
It's got some metal to it. But I mean, like I said, my EQ6R is a tank. but it just sits out there. So, if it's, I set it up and cover it, and leave it. It's been sitting out there for over a year, rain, snow, sleet, or shine. And at the most, I just take the optics off it and just cover up the mount and let it sit there. That thing never has an issue.
Yeah. Let's see here. And Dan, I'm not sure if he's hopping on yet or not, but yeah, he was asking me some questions. So
Hypertune CGEM DX in the shed. Well, I don't know how much you can hypertune a Celestron mount, but
okay. All right. So yeah, that mighty is something else too. That mighty, software bisque mighty is a great mount as well. How heavy is that thing though?
Yeah, I don't know. They can't be super light.
No, they're not light. They're not light at all. Even though
they
they're
are
smallest.
Pretty sweet mounts.
Yeah.
But then again, that's one also, software bisque. You have to use the SkyX.
Do you have to use the SkyX
to control it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just simply use ASCOM and go with Nina or anything like that.
I mean, you can use it with Nina, but you have to control it through SkyX.
Gotcha. Okay.
At least that's my understanding.
Okay. So yeah, so Kevin, confirm that for me. Do you have to use this if you're using Nina? Do you have to use the SkyX if you're going to use Nina, or do you just use SkyX exclusively? I'd be curious to know. So it adds it adds like 70 pounds to the counterweight. So it looks like, who knows, maybe some negotiation or whatever. Yes.
You made a plate and left. It's non-wise.
I'll eat.
What do we do with the food, Dan?
Just wrap it up. No, I'll eat it. Blame Dan.
Yes, it's Dan's fault.
Yeah, speaking of Dan, here he comes.
Uh-oh, here we go.
He's connecting to audio. There he is.
Hey,
there he is. So you home now?
No, I've been home the whole time. I've just been
You've been home the whole time? What are you talking about?
I told you, I'm with the real estate. What's 883? What is 8? Oh, fuck that guy. I know exactly what that is. Sorry. Whoops.
Is that? Yeah, I was like, you're dropping F-bombs. This is
we are not in the green room, Dan.
Exactly.
Yeah. I am. It's all green back here.
This is a family show.
Yeah, I was with the real estate agent coming up with numbers and stuff. So Jen and I were in a meeting trying to figure out statements and stuff. So,
okay.
But oh look, Dave's got a green screen. He's got his picture behind him. That's pretty.
Well, it's because it's Zoom. I can put a virtual background.
Yeah,
you can add a background.
Yeah, I forgot the Zoom kind of thing, but
yeah, you don't need a green screen.
Yeah, but it looks like crap. Look, half his head's missing.
But that's a lot better than those backgrounds you ever put up.
Oh, hell yeah, you're exactly right. As a matter of fact, my last picture, well, you don't want to see it. So, let's see what I got here. Let's see, put the background effects.
So
you got Eric in trouble already with his wife.
Yeah.
How did I do that? I haven't even been here.
Because he made a plate of food and apparently he had to rush downstairs to start the show.
Sorry.
Oh, that's your latest picture? That's pretty good, Dan.
That's pretty, like that.
Did you just get that the other day?
Wow, man, that's pretty impressive.
It was with my air balloon.
Yeah, I see. That's pretty darn impressive.
There you go. Gotta love Zoom.
Yep.
But, so yeah, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know, just
Yeah.
We're talking about mounts. And
We were talking about mounts.
so real quick, the MyT, does that you have to use the Star X to control it, right?
The Sky, yeah.
But you can still use it through Nina, but
Yeah,
the Sky X is what
just
controls it.
like what is it? The CGX, it uses CPWI.
Yep. Yep.
It's basically a conduit now. The SkyX will start up, and you still use it with ASCOM,
Mm-hmm.
but you still need the SkyX to talk to the mount.
Gotcha.
That's all.
And then when you open Nina, it recognizes it and sees it.
Yes.
Got it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, so we're looking at another house. Apparently, it's a new construction.
Okay.
Don't know what it looks like, but he said it's on a hill, and it's
Mm-hmm.
a 19.36 on
Sky quality.
meter. So Bortle 6, low 6.
That's not bad.
Okay.
But it's on a hill, so that means no telephone lines.
That's even better.
That's even better.
And it's a huge background, and the guy will put a slab down for me.
Oh, whoa, nice.
I don't know. We still haven't seen the house. It could be an ugly piece of crap, but we'll
Yeah, okay.
So.
But those New York prices, man, they're crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
What are you gonna do though, right?
He's talking 649 for my house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I'm 1,125 square feet with no basement, no garage on a 60 by 100 lot.
Holy cow. And they're quoting you that much? Oh, wow.
Yep. I bought it for 308.
Whoa, dude.
12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Dude, man, that market's nuts, dude.
Oh yeah, Long Island went crazy. It's just out of control.
Sherry paid for this house, I think 190.
Okay.
And our neighbor next door just sold his for 1.1.
Yeah.
See, you guys in like DC, freaking, New York, Long Island area. My goodness. Wow.
Sure. So anyway, I don't want to get off the track. I already got
yeah.
track.
But yeah, so we've been talking about mounts, and I shared I shared Kevin's and Chris's images for image of the week because we only have 2 entrants for image of the week. So I shared those.
What's up, Wayne?
Hey, Wayne. That's right. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No, Wayne, I'm not. I told you, I'm not doing a podcast. I told you I will buy your plans for a roll off, but I'm not. I don't want to do a pod. I just, even though it's beautiful, it's great. I would just have the roll off and just be done with it. So I will definitely do a Sky Shed Observatory roll off. So I promise you that.
Yeah, get a Sky Shed pier and all that stuff, man.
No, we'll do something.
Yeah, for sure.
And contrary to popular belief, the cameras were there. Contrary to popular belief, I did not quit the show because I've been getting text messages that saying that I quit the show. But I did not. I'm just kind of disconnected for a little bit.
How was Jeff Dunham, by the way, Friday night?
I don't want to get people offended on the show, so we can have that sidebar.
Okay. So where are you? What? How are you looking at? You looking over there. The camera's over here.
Okay. So my camera used to be here.
Yeah.
And now I switched it to my 4K video camera to do videos. And so now I have my second camera over here.
Yeah, and you're looking like you got like a side profile now when you're looking at that. You're looking at that camera
like this. So like one of these.
Yeah, but so you got like a side profile on the show.
So I'm going through some changes here at the studio.
Yes.
So
yeah, but Wayne, I'm gonna have to catch up with you because I'm gonna need to get some those quick release locks so I can build my own little roll off or slide off of my pod. so I can not exactly a PZT, but something where I can at
Oh shoot,
least
I'm
set
looking at
something
this.
up and
I
I can
got my
slide.
third camera. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you got your
This
there
is
you
the
are.
camera
That's
I'm
what I'm
using.
saying. I was like, well, how many cameras you got over there, man?
I'm looking at this camera thinking I'm using that, and
It's the one with the light, the little red light on.
they all got little red lights.
So,
So
oh
yeah, so I'm
man,
on my webcam now because I'm on Zoom. So I got too much
yeah,
crap going on here.
yeah.
I mean,
You're so confusing.
I mean, you'd be confused too. I mean, you can't even see. Oh,
Now you're gone. Where'd you go? Now
Now
it's
I
like
see his
where?
background.
Yeah, now I see his background. Now he's like, now Dan is getting larger.
uh, let's see, video settings. I don't want.
Virtual background off. There you go. Okay. Oh yeah, look at you.
So that's the camera that I usually use for the show. That's what I was looking into.
Okay.
This one is over here. The one
Yeah.
and then I got all my other shit going on. And that's the 4K video camera that I use for. Actually, I just finished a nice video on the M54 Wonder Astro rotators.
Okay.
So that should be coming out tomorrow. I had to make some changes.
Okay.
How do they work? Pretty good.
I've had no complaint. I've had one complaint. One was a weird one though. It was like screws were falling out or something. It was kind of weird.
What?
Yeah, it was in Starfront and they weren't really kind of watching. I'm not sure what it was, but that's the only one that I had an issue with. The only other issue that we had was there was a missed thread on the M68 version of it. That they actually fixed and they replaced everything. But those are the only two issues. I've sold. I think the M54 Wanderer Ash rotator is the #1 Wanderer product that I sell right now.
Okay.
But it's thin, it's light. I mean, it works really good. So
how thin is it? What's the thickness?
So 54, I think, is 10 millimeters.
Oh wow, that's it.
Yeah.
So Wanderer makes the flat panels too, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm thinking about
got a
getting
huge
one of
shipment of
those
those,
for my second setup, so I could use the Alto and Giotto with my 127 and get a Wanderer Astro one for my Carbon Star.
Yep. Actually, I actually got the Deep Sky Dab one for the Carbon Star. It's coming.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I wanted
somebody ordered it, or
what? I did order. I ordered
one for
yourself. It's already in production. So it should be here within a couple of weeks. And it looks like I didn't even tell my wife. I didn't tell my wife this yet. I think I'm going up to Canada. Not this Friday, next Friday.
Okay.
So I didn't tell her yet.
Ooh, yeah. So gonna get it.
So it's just gonna be for a weekend. Drive up there, stay a day, drive back.
Okay. Nice.
And just to pick up the stuff from Sean.
Gotcha.
Because it's just for whatever reason, it's being a real pain in the butt to ship. I don't know if it's Sean, if you're watching, I don't know if it's you or me or whatever, but it's just a pain in the balls to ship it for whatever reason.
Gotcha.
If I would have driven up there and driven back, I would have had it already.
Okay.
It's only 8 hours, 10 hours there. So.
Yeah. So Dan, me and you, all three of us, we got to coordinate and discuss getting Dan Llewellyn on.
Yes.
So, and Dan Llewellyn, for those who don't know, is a very good astrophotographer. He's done a lot of articles in Sky and Telescope, has had photos, put in Sky and Telescope. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to deep sky, but the main thing that we hope to talk to him about, along with deep sky, is really planetary.
right.
Because we want to talk to him about getting started with planetary, because the three of us, for example, we're primarily deep sky imagers, and I've got
at least
this.
Two of us are, right? Because I don't.
Yeah. And and I know we've talked a lot about getting it, how do we get into planetary? What are certain things we need to do? Certain equipment, this, that, and the other. Software. processing software, stuff like that, or even using fire capture the right way, all these different things.
Exactly.
So,
Sorry, guys.
no, you're fine. So yeah, so I'm hoping we can get Dan on within the next couple weeks. He says he's pretty flexible with his schedule.
Does he want a Friday or a Wednesday? I mean,
He says either day is good with him. He
So
says either day is good with him.
just you're in contact with him. Just set up a date. Let us know. I mean,
All right, that'll work then.
no, you know what I mean. I'm not. I don't have anything scheduled, so everything's pretty open. So
Okay, yeah. So I'll reach out to Dan tomorrow. I will message him over Messenger and see what his availability is.
Awesome.
And if we can do it soon, maybe we can do it as soon as Friday. If not, we can take a look at see what his schedule is in the coming weeks and then set something up. So it's something that I know a lot of us has talked about. We wanted to do. You guys have talked about it here in the chat, and on our viewer membership. So we're going to deliver, and talk about some planetary and get this going.
Yeah, I want to do it. I love seeing planetary images. We just love to do it, but
Tom, no, it does not work on Mac.
Yeah, it's just Windows.
It is just Windows, unfortunately.
What's that?
Fire capture.
Yeah.
Fire capture.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know why you don't a Mac anyway, but
is there a Mac version of SharpCap? Does SharpCap have
I want to say yes.
Okay.
that I'm not
Because
sure.
that's another alternative for planetary is SharpCap. SharpCap does do planetary quite well. As an alternative.
SharpCap is only Windows as well.
It is only Windows as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't worry about using Mac for anything.
Hey, Norm.
Well, FireCap does run on Windows, Apple, Linux, and Raspberry Pi. However, with anything other than Windows, it's very limited. Which camera? It's very limited.
Yeah,
it's very limited on what cameras it supports. So there is a diagram on the website for fire capture to tell you which cameras you support. Just make sure
Fire capture or
FireCap.
Okay.
FireCap. But when you're dealing with anything other than Windows, it's very limited support.
Yeah.
So, and that's because of the drivers that are run that are built for the other operating systems. They either aren't available in the SDK, or it's just hasn't been written yet. So, just for example, so Windows has all the cameras. Mac only does Altair, Player One, QHY, TubeTech, and ZWL.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good. That's a good range.
Linux does a little bit more. They add the SV Boney.
Okay.
And same thing with Raspberry Pi, SV Boney.
Okay.
So,
hello, Newman.
Hello, Newman.
So hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. So we're gonna do some we're gonna get into some planetary here very, very soon. So fun for me. I did reach out to the Charlie Elliott Astronomy Club here, my local astronomy club here in Mansfield, and connected with them, and we had a really cool outing. And I ended up getting they selected me for image of the month.
What happened?
They gave me image of the month for my first image in Georgia. They selected my image as image of the month, so that's really awesome.
Sweet. Congrats.
For my Witch Head Nebula, which was really cool.
So are we going to expect a spike in membership on AstroWorld?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we'll get a spike here on, we can start having, we can start having the Charlie Elliott crew coming on and hanging out with us.
Get some more of those people in the chat.
Exactly.
See a couple more y'alls and everything like that.
We need some new fish.
Yes, exactly. So it's pretty cool. it was pretty cool stuff. So yeah, it's always nice to, when you get a little bit of an appreciation or an attaboy, for your images.
Of
And
course,
That's
stuff.
awesome.
absolutely.
So it's
Yeah.
always good. It's always good. So yeah. So I get, unfortunately, we don't have a huge amount of content, at least for today. Because like I say, Dan, he's been out, doing, working on the house hunt, getting going. And I just do what I do.
Yeah.
I just do what I do.
Hey,
So,
I mean, and that's something that we should talk about anyway, since we got, what do you want to do on Friday? We may as well get ahead of it so we don't look like a bunch of idiots on Friday again.
yeah.
So
I'm definitely going to do a constellation.
okay.
So I will definitely look into doing another constellation. We'll figure all that out. And let's see here. I want to actually take a look at, see if there are any submissions in the critique.
I looked in there earlier. I didn't see anything fresh.
Nothing fresh?
I think all the ones that I saw,
Yeah.
the latest were all the ones we already looked at.
Yeah, we've already looked at all of these. Okay, so nothing in the critique folder, but don't forget, if there is anything that you all in the viewer membership and in the chat are working on or have just completed and you'd like us to take a look at that, drop it into our critique folder. You just go to astroworldweb.com/critique and then click on the button for the link and drop it into our Google Drive folder and let me know, and we can take a quick look.
Yeah. So Dan, back to you.
Yes, Kevin, you are still presenting. Kevin is presenting. Isn't this Friday?
Yes.
Isn't this
Friday.
Friday? So yeah, so we do have.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's
So
only
we do have some
Friday. Yeah,
content. So we do have some content. Yes, so it is.
Yes, you're still presenting, Kevin.
So Kevin,
Yes.
yes, you're still presenting. Absolutely.
You are on.
You are on, my man.
But Dan, I was going to tell you, I know I texted you about it, but so that gear for the Oasis and everything, I got it, went to see if it slid on, and it was just like, it won't slide on. So I'm like, maybe if I push it real hard, it will not go on. I was like, you got to be kidding. It can't be any smaller. So I guess it's just that right size. So I was like, all right, so I'm in my drill bits. And I go, what's 4 millimeters in fraction? And it's 530 seconds. So I went one up from that, 11/64, drilled the hole out, fit perfect.
There you
Locked
go.
down with the lock nut, put everything on. That 30 millimeter ring fits perfect on the Carbon Star, nice and snug. That thing ain't going nowhere.
Right on.
So what was that, like a 4.3?
It's like 4.362 or something like that. No, I take that back. It was I'll tell you, hold on. It is it was 4.365 is what 11/64 is. Where 530 seconds is just like 3.9 something millimeters. So that little 0.1 was enough. So, but I got it on there and I put it up and I hooked it up and I went through the trials and everything last night, ran it out all the way to full to see how many max steps I could get.
Yep.
And ran it back in. So for the Carbon Star, it's only got so long a focus on that focuser, 64,000 steps. As opposed to an EAF, which is like 30,000 steps.
I'm actually I'm emailing Astro Oasis right now.
Yeah, so just that one size up from that is perfect for the Carbon Star.
What is that for the Carbon Star focus?
Yeah.
That's for the rack and pinion, right?
Yeah, but they're both the same size.
Okay.
Rod. The Crayford and the rack have the same size rod.
With 4.365, right?
Yeah. So like 4.3 millimeter would be probably fine.
No, you'd have to do 4.4. You have to be a little.
Yeah. Because it's got a lock nut, that
Yeah,
locks it
so
in
that'll,
place.
yeah, so 4.4 would be fine.
Yeah. Because obviously, you want it as close as possible, so there's no, no wobble.
Yeah, no
in the-
slack, yeah.
Yeah, as the
Mhm.
gear works. So, but it's perfect.
Now, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see the Astro Imaging channel this past week. I believe there was someone on um showing Nina, utilizing Nina in a different way.
What do you mean?
I didn't watch. No.
Okay. Or adding so
Utilizing
gosh.
Nina in a different
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah. Like configuring Nina, like web, like a web interface, like utilizing, like create, like using a web interface to, as a front end for Nina, right?
Oh yeah, no, that was no, somebody did a video on that.
Quiv did a video on
The
it.
Yeah,
Quib
yeah,
did
yeah,
a video on it.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not complete yet. It was like
Yeah.
touch or something like that,
Yeah, it was,
or
yeah, you could use a tablet or a
Yes, you
or
can
a
use a
cell
tablet.
phone. Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
Queef. Yeah, that was Queef.
Yes, that was Queef. Okay,
Yeah, it
okay,
was like they call it touch or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Okay.
still in
So
beta.
it's still in development.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still in beta. Yeah.
What are you guys'
But
thoughts
even
on
he
something like that?
said when he used it, Quiv used it, and then the next day he was like, "Oh, I gotta," and they already had updated it for certain things already. So
Okay.
apparently, it's fast moving kind of thing, and it's
Okay.
like an app.
I would
think.
love things to be touchscreen for Nina. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Mark Helson says it makes it more like the ASI hair.
Except it's
Except
500
it's
times more powerful.
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah. And he's saying it's very close to being complete and it looks really nice. So
yeah, touching stars. That was it.
yeah, touching
That's
stars.
what it was. Touching
Yeah,
stars.
touching
That's
Thank you,
it.
stars.
Bob.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Bob.
so thank you. So love to yeah, so it's very cool, And this is the great thing about Nina being open source and free, and you can utilize this unlike, other applications which are so closed off. You can do these things. Developers who are also into astrophotography and imaging. We
Yeah, and
got a
those
lot
guys
of
at
bright
Neaters
people
are
out
like, "Oh,
there.
you got a good idea? Let's hear about it.
Let's
Oh, let's
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 do it.
let's do it.
let's make
Let's
that
do
a
it.
plugin."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not it's not gonna be not a big deal.
Yeah.
And so no, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great. Be great.
So, Dan, the WD-22, I did the firmware upgrade.
Yep.
Man, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, it slews so fast now. It's like, holy cow.
that's awesome.
The only thing I noticed was so it did the firmware update, and then I guess they have a motor update, but I couldn't do that.
There's the motor update.
Yeah, so and I'm wondering if Quiv mentioned something about the firmware update that sometimes you have to change the motherboard to maybe that's
You might want to contact support at
yeah, I might have to do that.
WD.
I'm on their chat.
Yeah, so you
Or
might
their
want to, I haven't really spoken to guy since I bought the 3 that I had. He really hasn't really asked me if I wanted to buy anymore. I mean, honestly, they haven't been selling as much as I thought they would sell. But I mean, they're great mounts. There's nothing wrong with them.
Oh my God, it's been great, and that
Yeah.
firmware update, man, it's beautiful, and
Yeah.
man, you can slew in like 10 seconds
Yep.
to the opposite side of the pier, and
Yep.
it's like bam, done, on
That's
target.
That's awesome. What's up, Pepper? Want to come say hi? No.
Pepper.
How in the world am I going to get access to Starfront Observatory's page?
You're already in there.
No, but it says I have no access.
What?
What?
Discord?
I can't
Discord?
browse. Yeah, I can't browse any channels. it says verify here, and it says newcomers.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, no
Did you
kidding. I mean,
verify?
yeah, I thought I did. So here, I'll share my screen so you guys can take a quick look at this. So it's if I scroll up here to where am I? Yeah, right here. So I have no access here. If you guys can see my screen. And so and I click on it, there's nothing there. And it says verify here. But
Right.
what am I supposed to
click
do?
the checkbox. There
Oh,
you
son
go.
of a gun.
Come on, man.
That's
What's the
yeah,
matter,
so-
you, huh?
All right. I'm too tired. Dan, take over. I'm going. You know, I'm food deprived. Take over.
I'm the one that's wearing a shirt that's still 11 years old. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you know. So I'm technically an adult, but that's only technicality. You know.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm actually that for you though. I felt you though. Oh.
No, that as far as I know, they're not having issues. I know that there was something to do with some network issue, but it's not software. But that's all I saw so far. But I've not been on the Discord channel since about 5 o'clock. So yeah,
Okay.
the ticketing system had a big issue. Yeah. So, but I think that's all fixed. So
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's their ticketing system.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was a ticket there. There was a big problem with that,
Gotcha.
but that's all fixed now. So
Yeah, so I'm still working on my mosaic, moving,
sorry.
Orion is leaving, but
I know I missed it all. I missed the whole thing here.
Orion is leaving, but I'm still getting what I can, every few hours. It's still out there at least until
Another month.
yeah, at least it's out there for a while.
Yeah, the guy that the insurance guy, the real estate guy goes in. He came in to evaluate the house. He's like, all right, so when can we stage this? How about a week and a half? He's like,
God.
I was like, yeah, we can do that. He said it's gonna take you a week to clean up that room. So I might be packing up for NEEF early. So,
yeah.
So
George is asking, has anyone take a look at the planetary alignment?
saw it 2 years ago. I'm good.
Okay, you good?
I took a picture of it with who is it that sent it to me? Mikey Astro sent me his 14 millimeter Rokinon. So I
Okay.
took a picture of it, and I took a picture. It was me and my buddy Ron, and I got 5 of the planets plus the moon. I
Okay.
couldn't get Mercury, but because of some low trees, but I got everything else. I got Saturn, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Moon. What am I missing? Saturn, Venus. Maybe it was just 4. I don't know.
Okay.
But it was cool. Like the 14 millimeter literally took the sky from due. What is that? Due east.
Yeah.
To southwest.
Okay.
The entire I mean it got like I don't know, like 70 to 80% of the sky in one shot.
Yeah.
So it's so wide, it's incredible. And we got
was the
don't we have a
alignment?
lunar eclipse coming up?
I believe so. Yes,
It's
I
next
believe.
week, I think, right?
Yeah, it's
Next
coming.
week.
It's very soon. Yeah. Yeah, Ernie's saying he's hoping for clear skies for the lunar eclipse, as a matter of fact. So yeah, it's coming up soon.
Yeah, I think it's next Saturday, I think.
Yep. I mean, that's just a partial lunar eclipse, isn't it? It's not
No,
that.
it's a total. It's a total.
Is it a total? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's the 14th. Okay.
Yeah, 13th to 14th total for all the United States, Canada, most of Alaska.
Okay. That should be something though. So we got a couple weeks to get
at
ready.
11:26 Pacific. So that's a whopping 2:26 a.m. for us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a late night.
Yeah.
And
Should be good.
unfortunately, wait, when does it start? 13th and 14th, right?
Yep. 13th, 14th.
Yeah. All right. Well, if I drive up to Canada on that day, no, it'll be the 7th. It'll be the 7th. So that's fine.
Okay.
So
What's the link on Starfront's?
it's Starfront Observatory on Discord.
I can't find it.
Yeah, just like Starfront Observatories.
So if I go to Discover
And start typing Starfront Observatories.
under servers, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Starfront
Yeah, hold on. Here you go. I just sent you an invite.
Oh, see that might help. Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go.
There you go. Welcome, Dave Shaver. And hit the green checkbox.
It's good. It's
Top left, verify here.
follow. It's hold on. Message failed to load. Follow to get this channel's updates on your server. So hit follow, send to, and it's not coming up. I can't do anything.
Yep, Tom, you're gonna have to get out the C-Star. Chris is asking, any release date yet on the Player One Artemis M Pro?
What do you mean any release date? They
That's
already
what
have
Chris is asking.
Artemis M.
The Artemis M Pro is already cooled?
Yeah, yeah, it's
okay.
cool. Yeah, there's an Artemis M and an Artemis C.
Okay.
There
But
we
I
go.
think one's a 294 and one's a 492, if I remember right.
Gotcha.
Let me just double check. All right, wow, cool cameras.
You said you just saw your message.
Yeah, the Artemis M's a 492 and the Artemis C's a 294. Oh, you want not a release date. It's just when is it going to become available?
Okay.
So yeah, so the Artemis M is on back order and until I think they said the first or second week of March. So we're still waiting to hear some stuff. So
Okay.
same thing with the Poseidon. Poseidon M's in back order
There
too.
it is.
Is that the 571? The Poseidon's the
Yep.
571?
That's the APS-C.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
There you go.
Very nice.
Good. There you go.
Oh my God, look at these images.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yep.
All right, I might have to send something down to them.
Yeah. So
Oh, Jesus.
so hopefully by the end of March I'll have the Carbon Star down there. So
Okay.
I'll be getting the camera and the filter wheel. I just want to make sure everything connects and
You're gonna get so many good images with that.
oh
thing.
yeah. Oh yeah. So I just put
And
it.
once you get it down there, they're gonna collimate it once, and it'll probably never ever have to be collimated again.
Yep. I still got to change out the focus. So I got some time to do that.
What focus you're putting on it?
I got the one. I got the one that.
The rack and pinion you got to put on.
Yeah, I got a.
But what are you using for? Oh, you got the Sesto Senso,
I
right?
got the Sesto.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I got that on there with the What do you got? The Poseidon with the 3 nm Optolong and the full setup.
The Poseidon is the 571.
Yeah, it's 571.
Yeah. Okay.
So and that's it. That's really it. And then the guide scope.
And you're using color or mono with a filter wheel?
Mono.
What filter wheel? The player one?
Yeah, the player one 7x2.
Okay.
Yeah, the 7x2, and then it's the whole Optolong setup, LRGB, SHO. 3 nm on that still. So
yeah, wow.
It's probably gonna be overkill, but you know what? You probably could get away with 6.5s and 7s. But
no, but those in Optolong are probably going to give you bad halos where the 3s won't.
Correct. So,
but then again, you only have to shoot. Well, but that's the thing. God, dark sky like that, 3 nm, you can shoot for 15 minutes.
Yep.
Per subframe.
Yep. So we'll see.
What mount? The Nix, right?
Yeah, Nix 101 is gonna go.
Yeah. You'll be shooting 15-minute subframes on narrowband that are just going to be out of this world.
Now I'm just gonna put a little guide scope on there. The little mini.
But then then you're going to have to brush up on your pix and sight skills.
Oh, I'll actually have data to do anything with it. So I mean,
I just got an email from them today. I guess they just released.
They put out
a bug fix and all kinds.
1.93 Hogwarts or whatever it's
called. Something. Yeah. I have to go and do that. They said it fixes a lot of the bugs and stuff that they had with 193.
Yeah, so it's what is it called? It's called the hell is it called? I got the email. Of course, now I can't find it. Yeah, Lockhart, that's it. Yeah. So. What for flat stand? So yeah, I got the Deep Sky Dad for the carbon stock.
And what's that run for the?
So with the heater, I want to say it was let's see, it was 390 euros plus the heater, which was 50 euros. So for like $500.
Okay.
Something like that.
And that's motorized fully.
Motorized ASCOM. It's got the clamp instead of the zip ties.
Yeah, it's dimmable,
controllable, and plus it's magnetic closure.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest.
And it's got a heater on it too.
Got a heater as well. Yeah.
So what's the heater for?
So when you're closed up, there's no condensation inside. When it's outside, there's no condensation that builds up.
Oh, while it's open.
Yeah, while it's open.
Interesting concept.
Actually, I got the I got the OFP version of it. So that's the observatory flat panel too. And it goes, instead of going down this way, it goes like this.
Oh, it slides out to the side.
Slides out to the side. Now, I don't know how that, I got to talk to Brave Falls and see how that affects
the guy next to you.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I can't imagine it would, because you got everybody slewing different places.
Can you imagine it goes like this and it just covers up somebody's Look, we got
a photo bomb.
we got an eclipse on Pier 2.
It's a photo bomb.
Yeah, so but I mean it's it looks pretty cool on the website. So I got the OFP2 for that. And then I got the other one. I didn't get an OFP for it, but I got a Deep Sky Dad for my 130.
Okay.
So I got that too. I just didn't want to do any zip ties on the 130. It's my baby. I'd rather just plan.
The one with the zip ties, that's the
Wanderer. It's a
Wanderer. Yeah, that's right.
And they're great. They're super light, but to me, to get a big one like that, sometimes might be a little. I mean, if I'm going big, if like my 9 1/4, I'm going Giotto on that because
Yeah, right.
mount the DSD so when it opens up, it's pointed down. Well, that's going to be also dependent on where the telescope is pointing, right? So it may not be down. It may be to the right or to the left. Right? Or am I thinking about this differently? It might be pointed down if it's north, but if it's pointed east, it's going to be not pointed down anymore. It's going to be pointed out. Right? Or am I overthinking this?
Which one?
So with the OFP, if it comes to the side, right, and it goes over, sorry, if it goes over, if it's pointing north, yeah, it'll be that way. But if I'm pointing east and I'm tilted, it's going to be
Pointing south, pointing
right?
towards the bottom. Yeah.
Assuming it's pointed north. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right. I know. That's the OFP2 that slides over, not down like a can opener. But depending on which way you're pointed, where your scope is orientated, the panel won't be, it will also be in a different orientation. It'll still be down as far as if you're pointed north, but if you're pointed east and over, it's going to be a little different. So I can only assume that affects the size of the pier that you're getting, so I mean, it's kind of strange. So yeah, I hope that, I mean, I hope that's the case. I mean, if I can put it on a smaller mount and save $100, I'll do it,
Yeah.
but so we shall see what we shall see.
Yep. So I was taking so I'm still working on this mosaic for of Orion, the Orion's belt and everything, and looking at, and I was doing 60-second luminance subs, and with the Rokinon 135 at f2, and it still looks like it's way too bright, especially looking at all attack. So I decided to cut that down to 30 seconds and see how this goes, because that's the one thing that I'm trying to avoid is blowing out these stars and getting them, just ridiculously. I mean, they're already going to be bright enough as it is, especially in all attack.
Yeah, well, you're talking about with your mosaic?
Yeah, with the mosaic, yes. Yep.
As far as I know, Chris, they balance and put everything on the pier with their own specific adapter that they use. They have a bunch of adapters for different mounts. So as far as I know, they would have to, they would have to balance it, unless if you're on a harmonic, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you're on a regular mount like an EQ6R, I can only assume that they do all the balancing there.
Yeah.
I
Man,
believe that's all covered. If the first one, and don't quote me on this because I don't know, but I'm just from what I've read, is that the first one is kind of free as part of your setup costs. If you need to do any other adjustment, it could cost you up to $50 an hour.
is that how much you charge? Is $50 an hour for support?
That's kind of like if they gotta kind of go do stuff, yeah.
Okay.
So but if they switching a cable and stuff like that, from what I'm hearing, they won't charge you for it. But if it's anything like collimation, rebalancing, switching a filter, stuff like that, it could cost.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why it'd be smart to have a filter wheel that has all your filters in it, so you don't have to worry about switching it out.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that everything is kind of self-sufficient as far as that's concerned. So,
Right.
but I mean, I heard they're getting ready to do some work on building 8 or something. I mean, it's ridiculous how many buildings they got going on over there.
Wow. That is crazy. You said they're working on how many now? Number 8?
8, I think. Yeah.
Wow. Well, good for them. I mean, they found a need. They found a need to that people, somebody's, they found a way to fulfill a need for people. So
Yep.
they're doing it at a really great price. So can't complain.
Yep. They have 8 sheds now. Okay, so they already opened up their 8. So
Okay. Wow. Still.
Thanks,
crazy.
Goldman Astro.
Yep. Thank you there. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
300 scopes. So they should, you know what? I know there was talk about it. They should just get everybody on board just to take an image of one object for one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
All 300 scopes.
Can you imagine that?
You know, all 300 scopes. Everyone takes the same picture of the same thing. One night. You know, whatever. Say 6 hours of data.
Oh, right.
And 6
at different
hours of
focal
data
lengths
times by 300 scopes. That's 1,800 hours of data in one night.
at different focal lengths.
At different PixInsight can do it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, just at different focal lengths and see how it comes out.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've been there, Goldman. I've been there. I've seen the pictures on the site. Yeah.
It's, man, I can't, I've seen their pictures as well. And just the number of harmonic drives they've got in each of these, it's insane.
Yeah. The AM3s, AM5s, Nixes. I saw a couple of Ioptrons. You know, I mean, they got a lot of stuff going on over there.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But,
all right. They even have sea stars down there.
There's a lot of sea stars down there.
Are there really?
Yeah, there's a lot of sea stars down there.
Wow.
Yep. They're cute. They're little sitting there, you know, they're just sitting there.
Sitting on little tables or something. And George, 300 scopes at $150 a month, 45 grand.
Yep.
That is insane. That's fulfilling a need, and they're doing it the right way. Buildings. Yeah.
That's $320,000 a month.
That's nuts.
It's 300 scopes. No, it's 300 scopes in all. So that's not.
Yeah, 300
scopes. 300 scopes in one building. So
no, that's too many. Yeah, that's a massive building then. But no, 300. 45K still. That's
isn't each building like almost the size of a football field, right?
It's pretty. I don't know what the sizes are, but they're pretty big.
They're pretty close.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh, so I just got that the OFP2 shouldn't affect the pier size. So that means I might be able to get away with a little guy.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Absolutely. I mean, when you have an idea, go for it. God bless America. So
absolutely.
It's what this country was built on. It's built on ideas.
Hell yeah.
So cannot fault a man for that.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. No, not that big.
Well, before we get to this next story, we just have to say that we don't really like.
Dan.
What? Dan? What are you doing?
They said there was a strange sighting. Oh wow, that's pretty wild.
What's that?
Some weird stuff in Oklahoma City.
UFOs?
That's it is what you think it is, you know.
Fire
Yeah.
in the sky.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. I can't share. I don't think I can share. Can I share?
You should be able to, shouldn't you?
Yeah, so
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you can share. Yeah, you can share screen.
yeah, share. Screen one. Share. All right. So can you see this? No?
No,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Uh-huh.
You can see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know. Starlink's is I'm not gonna put the sound on, but I mean you'll see it. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Pretty wild. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Could
Pretty
be
crazy.
anything.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Could be anything, but it's kind of cool.
Yep. The truth is out there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, X-Files.
We're going to take Norm away. and Norm is ready. He's saying it'll be a great experience.
Beat me up, Scotty.
You know, he never said that.
No.
Not in one episode did he ever say beam me up, Scotty.
No.
Nope.
He may have said, Scotty, beat me up.
He never said beam me up, Scotty. Never.
No.
Sure about that?
I'll take.
I am 100% sure about that.
All right.
Okay, so I know we don't have a lot of content, or we're just really going at it. Any thoughts? You guys want to share anything like that? Kevin's like a washer dryer.
Days are getting short or longer.
Yeah.
Nights are getting shorter.
Yeah,
yeah.
The nights are getting shorter.
Another month or so, we're going to be starting imaging at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but hey, Galaxy season's coming. I mean,
you know what? I'd be okay with that as long as it's clear.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. But,
if you think about it, it's 10 o'clock at night, but it's darker during the day, so you can keep on going later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is it really? I thought they canceled Wheel of Time. That's a great show.
It's a great show. It's a great show. I enjoy that show.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, the time change is coming very soon. So we're going to be springing, we're going to be moving an hour forward. And, it's Galaxy season coming up soon. So we got to start getting ready for our long focal length scopes. And I still want to know, because I still haven't seen anyone actually use like a cooled 432 for deep sky.
No.
I still haven't seen it yet.
No.
Somebody using a long focal length scope and using a 432 mono to do deep sky. I don't get it. What's the big deal?
What's the chip size of 432?
It's a 9
micron, but it's like a 1 by 1.2. Let me see. Let's see the 432. It's a 1.1 inch.
Okay. You should still be able to get some work out of it, I'm just surprised that no one's I haven't, all I've seen is solar. I haven't seen.
Yeah, because you know what? It's
why isn't
marketed that way? I mean, that's the annoying thing about it. It's marketed that way.
Yeah.
it's
So-
marketed as a solar camera, which annoys the crap out of me because it's a misnomer, in my opinion. I mean,
Mhm.
it could be used for anything.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that, and I said stuff to people that make these cameras. It's just you're basically kicking everybody else to the curb by saying it's a solar camera, even though that maybe it's suitable for it, absolutely. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like your driver, right, Dave?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many times you hit your driver in a game of golf? 16?
Maybe at the most.
how
Not
many
even
ti- how many
probably.
Not
times-
even.
All right,
12.
12. And how many times do you use your freaking 7-iron or 9-iron? You know, a
Pretty
lot,
much a
a
lot
lot more than a
more.
driver,
Let's
right?
say wedge. I use my wedge a lot more.
That's because you
I
drive.
use
300.
my
That's
putter
'cause
the
you drive
most.
300. I don't. I
I
don't
use my putter the most.
but I mean that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have.
So are these things really expensive?
No, it's what
No.
the
The
432.
432s?
It's like 750.
Yeah.
Omegon wants $14.90 for theirs.
Whose?
Omegon?
Yeah, but nobody buys them.
Yeah, well, that's the
That's why
first one
nobody
that
buys
came up.
That's why nobody buys them.
Yeah, Ernie is saying he doesn't think pixel size matters as much with the new CMOS sensors.
Who else?
We
Who else
we
makes
shoot
that
571 with
Who else makes a camera like that?
Player One does the
Player
Apollo
One.
1 Max.
It's
It's the Apollo 1 Max.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But you know what I started this week again?
What's that? D&D? We can't. Nobody can see it because
The old Monster Manual, dude. I saw those things going on like big bucks on eBay.
Dude, this is original.
I have an original one too. I've got the original Monster Manual, Dungeon Master's Guide, deities and demigods and deities. I got all those suckers.
Wow.
But do you have this? But do you have this?
Probably. I guarantee I probably
I'm
do.
telling you probably don't.
Wouldn't bet on it.
I can't even take it out of the plastic because
See, Josh, you know what? With astrophotography, you can't afford astrophotography in golf because golf, you can buy it one thing and it lasts you forever.
Hold it forward. Hold it forward. Pull it back. Your screensavers. Oh yeah, I've got that.
no, you
The
don't.
I guarantee you I do.
The
This is
Dungeon Master
original
screen?
Dungeon Master.
I guarantee you I have it.
I don't know about that.
Trust me, dude.
All right, now you're gonna make
You have to remember, I'm a couple years older than you. I was into Dungeons and Dragons a few years before you were. Yeah, I've got all that. I've got that. Yeah.
You don't have it.
Yeah.
I
Exactly,
do,
George.
believe me.
We've gone to a D&D podcast from astrophotography. We do it all here. When if we're gonna go off the rails, we're going completely off the rails. Okay, guys.
So I joined the campaign, and we do it on Saturday nights. So
that's good.
and I'm ready. I'm already ready to kill one of the characters.
Oh, really?
One of the player characters, not one of our players. I'm ready to kill them. So rude.
Oh yeah.
So rude. So you know me. I don't mince words.
No, you do not.
So I've never played a cleric. I've always been like a DM or a tank.
Sure.
Fine. They needed a cleric. I've never played a cleric before. So I'm looking through all my freaking books and everything. And I'm probably in all fairness, I'm probably holding the game up a little bit. And then all of a sudden, I said, oh, wait, can I do this? And she's like, oh, sheesh. I said,
oh, really?
I said, what is your problem? I said, what is your problem? She's like, and said nothing, right? Comes down. So the DM, came up to me and now, there's a, some sort of action that happened that requires the roll of a percentile, right?
Uh-huh.
I've been playing D&D since 1978, 79. Okay, when it freaking came out. I remember when Gary Gygax came out with it, and then he came out with the Isle of Dread because he said, "Oh no, is it the Isle of Dread or was it the other one?" There was another.
It was the other one.
There was a module that he came out with because he said everybody was complaining that it was too easy, so they came out with one that's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I forget I have it in here somewhere. Whatever the case would be. So she's like, "Yeah, that's 100-sided die." I said, "Listen, I've been playing D&D for about 25, 30. I've been playing D&D since the 70s. I know what a percentile is." So my buddy Jim's in the background texting me because he's like, "Dude, what are you?" I said, I was like, "Dude, we're gonna kill this girl." Anyway,
I had a buddy of mine. He created his own. What do they call it? His own like domain. Like literally, he was the awesome best DM you could ever want.
Yeah.
He created his own domain. He had his own little Middle Earth that he created all himself. Nice. It was unreal, man. And you know, he'd create the campaigns and do all that stuff. Had all the characters all set up, and you'd go in, and it was.
Yeah, I'm not good at math, Josh. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's been 50 years. You know, it couldn't have been 50 years. So 78 would be 22, 47 years. So 47. I mean,
round it up. This one is rounded up to the nearest 10.
I was probably a little bit older than I probably didn't start at 7. I was probably like 10 or 11. You know, if we're really talking seriously, I probably started like 10 or 11. And I was drawing maps with graph paper and the whole thing.
Yeah. Drawing your dungeons and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I was probably 11 or 12.
Yeah. So I was 11 or 12, so that would be 19. So that maybe 1981, 82.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's probably about the same for me.
Why Middle Earth? Go to lower
but
Earth.
This is all my second. I had to buy all this stuff again. I don't know where my originals went. So I said, I want the originals. So I searched high and low through like websites and everything to find all the originals again. So I probably spent like, I don't even know how much money I spent on getting all the books back again. I don't even want to know.
But, I've got them all. I guarantee you, they're still somewhere packed away. I've never gotten rid of them.
Yeah. What is it? So yeah, so the one thing that's cool about this one is, right? The original. This is the original basic set.
Yeah.
So the box is a little bit beat up, right? But it did come with the original bag with the
dice.
And you can't see you can see it there, the green dice.
Green dice.
Because you couldn't if you remember these dice, right? You could never see the numbers on the dice. So you had to color them in with like some sort of marker.
Or paint. We just painted them.
Paint, whatever, but these were never colored in, or they were cleaned very well.
Yeah, they were clear.
So I remember that. So anyway, that's my off the rails version.
I remember going to places and you'd go and pick out new sets of dice. You know, you go and find these cool looking dice that you'd go, oh yeah, we got.
I got dice made out of gunmetal.
Oh wow, those would be awesome.
Oh, I'm sure I have them.
They're probably noisy though.
Oh, and they're heavy.
I'll bet they are.
They're heavy too.
They're weighted just for Dan's flip. Oh, I need a 20. Woo, got it.
No problem. I got it. Right.
Yeah, Josh, I play it, but I've taken a break from it for a while. I've got to get back into it. You know, it's been a while. I have such bad ADD that I start something and then I go for it, you know, like about a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden, hey, something new's out. So I've already bought that, and then I'm into that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the last game I think I've actually gone through and finished was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Who knew that your paladin could get an AARP discount?
Yeah. Oh man,
geez, that was a good one, Ross.
God.
Yeah, my paladin could definitely get AARP, and my ranger.
Yeah.
And my magic, all my characters could definitely get the AARP discount.
Absolutely. So yeah, Josh, I'm gonna think I might have to just start all over again. It's been a while for me. Warhammer 40K too. I used to play Warhammer like crazy back in the day as well. I played Warhammer, I played Mech, I played BattleTech or Mech Warrior, whichever way you want to call it. So I played that with with the hexagon maps and everything. So yeah.
Dennis, you could do both if you were cool enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, Dennis. I did both, bro.
Dennis says I graduated high school in 1980. I played with girls, not games. Well,
oh man.
Yeah, you can definitely do both.
Yeah, you can definitely
do both. And in 1980, we were in junior high, so
Yeah.
And we still did both.
Yeah.
So
yep. Did BattleTech. So yeah, I did all that stuff.
We didn't have those cool modern video games these kids today had. We had to create them in our minds.
I found them.
Whatever. Shoot, I still had a ColecoVision and a 2600.
There you go.
Oh, the Easy Roller. Your Easy Roller dice.
His gunmetal.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't even see them.
Those are pretty cool though, I'll bet.
Oh yeah, I love the artwork of BattleTech, Kevin. It was some of the coolest stuff. Good. Yeah.
Better when the girls are playing the games. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Those were the keepers.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
And just I'll give you
a clunk.
It's unbelievable, these things. These things are great. Whole set.
Yeah.
Comes at the 6, the 4, the 10, the 8,
20.
Percentile, the 20, and the 12. Sweet. There you go. I've only used those like twice. They actually hurt the table.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, one time we got it. It's a 940.
Yep. Them 940. So I'm thinking we've gone off the rails. I'm still listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, you started it?
Oh yeah, I've been in it, man. I'm already at chapter 51 in it. And the Inevitable Ruin? Yeah, I'm already in chapter 51.
Well, I'm still doing the Titan, so
okay, yep.
Not the Titan, the Tower.
The Tower? Okay, so yeah, you're doing a Tower series. Yep, yeah. That's after Titan. Yep.
Yeah. So is there another series after that though?
For
there is.
For Thorn?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No? All right.
No, I don't think so. No images up yet, Chris. I will take care of that. If not this evening, first thing in the morning, I will take care of it and get it up and going so everybody can vote.
He did show us your image though, Chris.
I did show you your image. It looks pretty darn cool. It was pretty cool.
And so what was the other one? The other was
yes, we got to vote.
The other one was pretty good too. So
Yeah, so Kevin's and Chris's.
yeah,
both.
Kevin's was pretty good too.
So Chris,
Yep.
I got the pictures also back in for the plaque for the year of the picture of the year plaques. So
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for the plaque to be finished, and hopefully that'll be done soon. So
Okay, John has a question here. Tips for using my new SV240 narrowband filter with a with a 585 MC Pro. Acquisition, gain, focusing. He's setting up shortly. So, any tips?
Well, 585. I don't know what the gain is supposed to be. What's the unity on that?
well, so you just gotta remember this does H alpha, O3, and H beta.
Okay.
Let's see. So it's a pretty wide band pass. Let's see.
But
More.
585 MC Pro unity gain's gonna be
Well, that's the Uranus, right? So let's look right now. So Uranus is a 585 color.
yeah. There we go. Unity gain's gonna be right around 250.
No, it's less. It's 20.
Well, it's CWL. I'm looking at the
215.
website here.
Like 215. Well, no, it's like 215. So
It's
it's just over
showing
200.
it's showing 250 on the ZWO side.
I'm looking at the Player One graphs, and the dynamic range pops up at like right in the middle of like 210.
Well, on the ZWO side, it's showing about right at 250. So the ZWO might be different as far as the way
Which
they
camera
have.
does it? Which camera? Who's the maker of this camera?
He said the MC Pro, 585 MC
So it's
Pro,
the ZWO one?
which I'm guessing is ZWO.
Well,
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah. Or else we would have said it was Uranus. So
And looking at their graph, it's showing literally right at 250,
yeah,
maybe 249, 250. But
I'm looking at the Player One graph. It would shock me that it'd be different.
yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Now it shows for
I'm just looking at their graph.
are you looking up ZWO?
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's very different. That's odd. So I guess let's split the baby. So 220 to 250. Go for 235. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get more dynamic range
Yeah,
the
exactly.
lower you go. But
Yep.
if you start noticing that they're noisy or something, then bump it to 250 and see
Yep.
what the difference is. Yeah. So, and as far as focusing, I mean, that's gonna, if you're doing autofocus,
Yeah.
what's the bandwidth on that filter?
I was just looking at it. Wait a second. It's different for each band. It's wider towards the end of the spectrum. Where the hell did it go?
So, but you should be able to autofocus with 6 to 10 second images, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So 6 to 10 seconds to autofocus.
Let's see if there's.
And depending on your skies, I mean, it's obviously, a filter like that, 3 minute long or 5 minute long, 3 to 5 minute long exposures shouldn't be a problem.
So it looks like it's about 10.
10
Uh,
nanometer.
I'm guessing, I'm looking at the graph. There's nothing on the bottom that gives me
Okay.
exact
So
number.
yeah, you can
So again,
focus.
10, but it also gives a wide band pass from about 775 to about 925. So what it gives um
So that's picking up infrared then.
yeah, near infrared.
Yeah.
So two
Oh,
four.
so he has no autofocus and he's Bortle 7.8. Well,
Oh yeah, got a Batinov mask.
yeah, you'd have to use a Batinov. Just and pick the brightest star you can and
Hey,
focus it
Kevin.
that way.
Hey, Kevin, real quick. Your description for your image here. The description, I just noticed it is not in like a text file or anything like that. So I can't put the image information onto the website. So if you can really quickly upload a text file for your Boogeyman Nebula of your information, I would appreciate it so I can go ahead and update that. So we can try to keep them at like text files and stuff like that. That would be helpful.
So what I would say, right now, because you're using a dual, but can you see stars visually? What software are you using? Got a lot of questions, John. But if I was doing it, I'd probably start off focused with the Batinov mask without the filter. Get it in focus, put the filter back in, get in focus again. And I'd probably start from there. That's what I would do. Would you guys do anything different?
No, that's exactly what I would try and do.
Yeah. So I would do it without the filter because that'll let all the light through. So you'll be able to see the stars easily. Get it in focus, get that nice little that middle spike right in the middle, the one that moves. Get that right in the middle of the nice X. And then ASI Air. Using ASI Air with a Batinov mask. Oof. Okay. Spend the 199 getting EAF. Probably
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I mean, EAF makes it a lot easier.
you know.
All right. So let's see here. We're about at
No, you use the Unity gain. Use the Unity gain. You don't want to bring it lower because that's gonna obviously the game will give you less brightness, So you want to make sure you're able to see the stars,
Yeah.
So definitely do that. So do it. It was I think somebody threw out 252 for the 585.
252. Yeah. So that's kind of corresponds with what the ZWO's website was saying.
Yeah.
Unity gain is the way to go for pretty much any camera, John. Because
Unless you're like me, then I shoot at 0. So
well, but like for Altair, there is no 0, so you can shoot at 0. But the thing is, with my Altair cameras, I can 100 is their 0, but I can turn high, high gain compensation and ultra high and extended well depth. I can turn those all on when I want them. A ZWO camera, you can't do that. You got to turn the gain up to a certain level and it does it automatically.
Yeah, and it kicks in.
Yeah. So unity gain, you're going to get the best signal to noise ratio at unity gain. That's why they call it unity gain. It's going to be right at that point where high conversion gain kicks on. It's going to jack your signal and it's going to lower your noise.
Yep. That's why I use zero a lot with a lot, especially like my QHY cameras. I use zero a lot because you get the largest dynamic range
Yeah.
and the lowest noise because you're at zero. So Unity game without the filter was blowing out Galaxy. No, I'm just saying to get in focus, man. Just to get in focus.
Yeah, just to get it in focus. And if you're blowing out the galaxy cores, then you're taking too long exposures.
It's too long of
Yeah,
exposure.
too
Yeah, shorten your exposures.
I mean, I was taking what 13-second exposures of Andromeda
Yeah,
because it was just getting blown out.
yeah.
But yeah, so just get it in focus first. You know, put it on a bright star, put it on Beetlejuice or something like that, you know. Some of these are serious if you can see it, you know.
So, but you're not going to use that filter on galaxies. You're going to use that on nebula.
No, yeah, you know.
So,
yeah, if you're using a Galaxy, you should probably think about like an RGB filter. Something like the Tri-RGB by Altair.
yeah, and that's just basically a light pollution and
Yeah, but it's tighter, right?
Yeah,
So it's tighter and the OD, the blocking mechanism that they use is just all. I love the Altair. I love all the Altair filters. I think they're great. Oh my goodness.
All right. So the poll, or at least the voting for image of the week, will be up in just a few minutes. Kevin, when you send me your information, I'll go ahead and update it to the website, but we'll go ahead and get everything updated here and get it going. So that's just a minor thing that I just need to add in. But yeah, we should be up and rolling pretty darn soon. So yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. I know we are just about at time and love to get you guys' final thoughts. So, Dave, why don't I start with you, man?
I don't really have anything other than, good discussions, what we had.
Yeah.
Trying to, get my stuff up again, but, I'll get it when I can. And, hopefully you finally decide on what mount to get.
Yeah.
Yep.
We talked about that for a little bit, Dan, tonight, because
I'm still
having it on.
Yep, I am.
Even though we spun the wheel.
We have. I know. It's crazy.
Yep.
But but hey, it'll be all good. It'll be worth it in the end.
I told him I'd go down there and help him fix his SIM60, but he's too far away.
Yeah.
So, well, I did drive up halfway.
Yeah.
He'd have to bring his mount, and I'd have to bring my tools.
I guess you're in it for the long haul, Eric.
I guess so. I guess so, guys. It's all good though. No worries.
Just ship it up to Dave. He'll fix it.
Yeah. So,
all right, cool.
No worries. Yeah. Dan, what about you, man?
No, man, nothing really. Just I'm looking forward to getting an observatory in a place that's a little bit darker, and it's coming more and more of a reality. And
sounds like sooner rather than later.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to move in the warm weather. So last time we moved in Thanksgiving, and it was dreadful.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get everything. I mean, I could probably have this house sold within once it goes on the market. All the houses around us that went sold around us went in less than 17 days.
Wow.
So if we put it on the market, we got to be ready to move within 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or else we're gonna be
geez.
living in like the shanty inn or something. But
Oh boy.
yeah, so anyway, but no, that's it really. I got really not much.
Okay.
Thank you, Eric, for starting it up and getting it rolling. So
Yeah, absolutely. Just all right. The poll is up, so you guys can actually go ahead and hop into
get it out of my face.
astrolweb.com/IOTW and check it out. So, oh boy, I'm getting out of here. Oh man, oh man.
The guy's awesome. I wish I had him. But, but I won't say that about a lot of people. I won't say it about Gretzky. I won't say it about Crosby.
Right.
We can hate the both of them.
Well, we know why.
No, I love Ovechkin. I think he's awesome. I think he's great. And he's
he is, and he's fun.
Yeah.
Although your boy Brock Nelson did a pretty good job in the for Team Canada.
Yeah. What? And he's got freaking 17 goals.
Oh
Get the hell
God!
out of here.
All right, guys. You know what? We're out of here. These guys will talk hockey and talk my head off about hockey, for the next 2 hours. All right, guys. Well, everybody have a great night. Again, the poll is up, so go start voting.
I'm gonna vote right now.
Yeah, so go check it out. And as always, keep imaging, keep educating, clear skies, and we'll see you guys on Friday. So talk to you guys soon.
With Kevin Rasso.
And don't be overpaid and underperforming like Brock Nelson.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah, Friday with Kevin Rasso.
Yep, Friday with Kevin Rasso. Don't be there or be square.
Yes, indeed.